Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Endless Growth Podcast.
Yeah, welcome back. Episode 177 today.
Yeah, guys, we want to give you, a little surprise today. We've been talking about bringing a guest on, and
Okay.
finally, this pod we have a guest. So, I want to introduce Don. Don with Don's Garage Mobile Services.
Welcome, Don.
Welcome.
Yeah, thanks,
Good
brother.
to be here.
Yeah. So, I guess to kind of introduce Don to you guys, me and Don,
Yeah, how do y'all meet? How do y'all know each other?
we met each other through the ATC.
Okay.
We were both going to ATC for the automotive program, and yeah, just I think he had a cool car that caught my attention, and I think I had a cool car that caught his attention, and
We was in them ricers. We was into them ricers.
yes, sir,
Yeah.
had that Eagle Talon, and then you had your Mazda Protege,
Yeah.
turboed.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that's how we came across, and now Don owns his own automotive shop, you would call it, mobile shop, which is Don's Garage Mobile Services.
Yeah. Don's Garage and Mobile Services.
Yeah, mobile service. So, but yeah, that's kind of how the story about me and Don came across.
Dang,
And
okay.
since then, I mean, I've used them for just projects here and there. And recently, we've been working on this nightmare of a Bronco that made us almost lose all our hair, and still giving us issue to this day. Not with me and Don's situation, but giving me issues, I guess you would say. But yeah,
Yeah.
Dang,
So-
dude. Okay, so
that's
how
why
long ago was ATC? Like, it was probably a minute ago, right? I remember you.
Oh, was it like 9?
9 years ago.
Damn.
I think I had a memory from 9 years ago
Oh wow.
pop up. So maybe even more than that. I don't remember what year we graduated. Do you?
Unfortunately, I didn't go to my graduation. I didn't get a notification until like later when the certificate just showed up in the mail. So
Wait, you didn't know about it?
I don't think I did.
Damn.
I think the way I found out is Angel posted on his Snapchat
No, bro.
that he was at the graduation. Now I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. So I think you got honors too.
I don't recall.
You don't even know. So yeah, there was a couple of us that got honors,
Yeah,
and
I probably might have. I was like kind of done in a way with that. Like I wanted to do the automotive stuff, and I feel like I did learn a thing or two here and there, but it was mostly, I think I was pretty much like locked in knowing that I was going to be in body shop, which I know you just mentioned about you hate body shop
Yeah.
stuff. So I was kind of like, I kind of don't really need this, but the certificate, I mean, I was done with the school, but the way the ATC does graduations is they do it like twice a year. They just gather everyone together. So if I finished in January, they didn't do the graduation until like midway through the year or something like that.
yeah,
So
and I loved the shop so much and the access to the equipment that I just kept going even after I was done.
yeah,
So that's how I knew probably.
yeah.
And but yeah,
That's cool. So tell us, I guess, about your automotive mobile service business that you offer. I mean, you're offering mobile mechanic service to just people in the area, right? With Ogden area, or what's?
So basically, anybody who calls, I try to take care of them. Sometimes they call for mobile services, and they're not really a mobile service, and they don't really grasp that. So I have to go there, check it out, find out what's going on, and then explain to them, hey, look, I can't just put a sensor on this timing belt that's broke or whatever.
Yeah.
Oops.
Okay.
And so some of the bigger jobs I'll drag to a shop that I rent if I get authorized, but by that time they're like, oh, okay. I kind of show them what's going on or even send them some videos in some cases. But yeah, I just take anything and everything. They call for, you name it, like jump starts, tires, a lot of tires. I don't do anything with tires or air conditioning.
Uh-huh.
And I would say that's between those two things, tires and air conditioning, that's like a third of the call. So I'm losing a lot by not doing tires. So I'm going to look into when things are established and I have a place to put enough tires and some stock of the, just for people that are like today. I actually had a call today and he was like, hey, I'm at the 21st Street Motel 6 off the side of the road. I had an accident and I need a tire. I don't have a spare. And like, yeah, I don't really know any mobile tire guys, and I don't do tires. And so, and it's been like, yeah, so I'm going to try to add that to my list of services here soon.
Yeah,
But
you ought to. I was going to say, like, can you do like set up a trailer with like air compressor and a tire machine in there? And,
yeah, easy.
so that'd be kind of cool. Addition to your
Yeah, I think that it's definitely a need now after seeing the
demand.
the demand for it. Air conditioning, I don't. I think that I'll just refer those out still for a little while, just
Yeah.
because I actually got my ASC for A609
Oh, wow.
refrigerant stuff, so I'm ASC certified for AC, but it's just not like a whole lot of money for stuff. I don't,
Mm.
Yeah.
you know.
It's almost like a seasonal kind of thing too. Like people only for a certain amount of months, everybody's dying to have it, and then
Yeah.
other months they really don't care about it. So, well, I guess to backtrack a little bit more, what got you into automotive? Like, how was your beginning with mechanical stuff and getting yourself? I guess.
Well, I had a friend, my best friend. He kind of was mechanical and stuff. Even in my childhood, I enjoyed like taking stuff apart. With what limited tools I had access to from my father. Not that I ever fixed anything, back when I was a youngster, but I just the aspect of bolts and nuts and screws and stuff was just intriguing. I just think that I was born to be a mechanic. I don't know how to explain it, but
Yeah.
Just in my high school years, I would help my buddy with his project cars and motorcycles and stuff. We would hang out hard. And then from in high school, we went to, small engines. We took some courses together and stuff, and just kind of realized that this is like pretty cool stuff. And then I got my first junker car. Then I was working on it, and then got the job at the junkyard. My very first job that I did, besides mowing lawns and stuff for my grandparents and doing stuff for their investment company for property maintenance and stuff, that was like how I learned how to be a hustler, we'll say. But just always working with, didn't know how not to work, because that's what our family do, is just work. But so as soon as I got an opportunity, I went and got a job at Cartoons in Ogden. It was a car audio store.
Oh yeah.
And I would build boxes over on 5th Street at this place called Booster Box, which was a sub company of Cartoons. The owner owned that place, and then so I just thought I was the coolest thing. I was 14 years old, making pretty much minimum wage between the under the table and the in-store credit that they was giving me. So I was just like, cool. And then,
You said in-store credit?
Yeah.
So they weren't even like really.
So it was an offer I took. There was like, yeah, well, we can't afford to pay you a whole lot, but if you want to come in, we're not going to make you be here for nothing, but we'll give you, I think minimum wage was $7.15 at the time. And they were giving me like $3 an hour and then $4 an hour in-store credit. So I had my mom's car bumping. So, but so I bought subs and different things. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of moved from job to job. I moved from doing different things and find where I really enjoyed. And I found that job at the transmission shop after I was working at the body shop, and I was like, yeah, this sucks. I hate the body shop. And I found it's now hiring, so I walked in there and they were like, yeah, hop down in there, pull that pan off. I'm like, shoot, pulling, like trying to impress them. I got it off like a couple minutes, and they're like, yeah, why don't you come back tomorrow and we'll see what's up. So, and the rest is pretty much history after that. It's been there about 13 years.
Wow.
And while I've been working for them, they're getting in their old age, and I can see one day, no matter what, there's not going to be a position for me because they're going to shut that thing down. Nobody's going to take over. And I'm just like, well, I got to start setting up my future. And I was thinking, I don't want to go find another boss, you know.
Mm.
So I was like, and started doing work for family members and putting it on Facebook Lives and showing people my abilities. Went to college. I had an offer from my grandpa. He said, "Hey, you pay for the college, and I'll pay you back."
Hmm.
So I would just give him my receipts, and then I would get. So I'd pay for it. I was working full time. Then after work, I'd go to school with Edgar and a whole bunch of people. And then I pretty much was already in the field, so I was really on a higher level than kind of like a entry level program at
Yeah.
technical college. But it really helped kind of show me the ins and outs of different places, because a lot of other people was working full-time jobs as well at like Jiffy Lubes and different places. And so it just brought a bunch of knowledge together, and you could learn from everybody else. But when I got into the wiring diagrams and system operating procedures and stuff like that, kind of was like, okay, this is how you figure this stuff out. You know, I can figure anything out now. And so that's when I started just doing everything. And even if I was a little scared, like timing jobs where you have to buy special tools to hold everything, and if you mess anything up, the motor's toast, you know. I took it, and I just took my time, and I put it on Facebook, and then I started gaining a following, and then people started hitting me up. They knew I was capable. And then I was like, man, I'm doing this so much out of this little 700 square foot garage in West Ogden. We need to make a name for it, you know? And I was like, yeah, this is Don's garage, because it was my garage, you know,
Yeah.
little behind my house. And so that's where the name came from.
That's
And
cool.
then,
Didn't know that's where it came from.
yeah, that's how I started that. And then, of course, I couldn't have too many vehicles. Ogden City, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Good old Wildest.
yeah, so they be calling me, calling my wife, code enforcement, calling them, saying, "Hey, you can't have unregistered vehicles, that many of them," because I was working on work, a lot of them, people just dropping, and I'm like, "Yeah, we got to move," you know. So I outgrew that spot.
Yeah.
Just constantly growing, getting more and doing more, and just turned into something bigger than I ever expected. But now I'm to the position where I can't barely afford to go to my full-time job, because I'm turning down a lot of progress in my business by working for somebody else. So I got to make the jump pretty soon to self-employment full-time.
Now you got it. Yeah. We're rooting for you. I know Edgar got you too. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think Edgar may be even one of the first ones to try to encourage me to do it on my own, because he's been doing it. And I'd always been admire Edgar, like, man, how do you pay for that huge ass shop? Dude, you're doing well. And like, I'd always look up to him. And then got a whole nother one, you know? And then, but yeah, we've both just been growing, and we use each other for work. He wrapped my truck up, so it's like $1 million truck, and everybody sees it. Everybody knows who Don's is now.
Sheesh.
Driving down the road, you can't miss it.
Yeah, I see you all the time. Yeah.
The biggest logo.
Yeah.
I told him throw it on blast too, and he did. He delivered. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. How many years have you been in business now, or have you like kind of transitioned to like doing Don's Garage?
So we had to Google.
Because I know you've been doing this for a while.
4 years.
4 years now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see real quick here, but we didn't put a Google page to it in the beginning, and we just was like word of mouth, and
Yeah.
even then it was kind of getting crazy. But yeah, I don't really say here, but I know at least 3 years. I checked before.
Yeah.
So I think I had the Google page for about 4 years or
That's
so.
cool. Yeah, man, I think you're ready. That's that transition's hard though. I had to make that transition, and I got to the point like you are in right now where I started losing potential work. I was having to let go in a way just because I couldn't do. There's a saying I can't remember, but it's like you can't work for two people. Like either your attention basically it only goes to one really, so you're never gonna really give the full attention to both, I guess, in a way you would say. But yeah, I had to make that jump, and yeah, it happened to work out. It was a little scary at first, but I imagine it's having a more overhead than I probably did it back at the time. It is a little harder of a jump to make, but I think you got it, man. I think you definitely made a name for yourself already, so I think it's gonna be pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, I got quite a bit of followers and a lot of 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
Dope.
5-star on
So
Google.
you said you started like on Facebook and kind of got your name that way, even before the Google thing. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we
Strong
Yeah.
start from just Facebook.
So was it just your personal page you were just posting on, or how did you start getting
Yeah,
like
at first it
followers?
was my Dawn and Amber page, me
Okay.
and my wife's, and I was posting on there just to show family members and friends of ours that I'm just what I'm doing. If you need work, give me a holler, And then it just slowly progressed into that's like what I do, like always, 100, anytime, call me.
Oh, okay, cool. So now you have like a page and like a big following, I'm assuming, and all that?
Yeah, so then we started our own.
Okay.
Well, what happened is I cuss too much. So I got my wife's account banned.
What?
They took all of our pictures and everything. So
No.
I couldn't access it. And so she was all mad at me. So I was like, from that point, we need to just make my own. So if I get my stuff cut off from cussing in a video, that it's just affecting my page, not our memories from our family.
That's crazy. I didn't
so
know
I started
that.
my business page on Facebook, and then it's bigger than my. I don't know how many followers I got right now, but I know that in some stuff it can only get shared once or twice, or 3 times. And I got one of the posts that I had recently about my employment issues recently. Got 12,000 views, and I was like, gosh, dang.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, and I mean, some of the videos and stuff and posts are getting several thousand views now.
That's cool.
I don't even have that many friends, but somehow.
Yeah.
The algorithm like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see your name pop up all the time here and there, from Ogden. So
Oh, yeah.
there are people always asking just for mechanic or suggestions or stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, that's a good way here in Ogden. We have a little page that, word spreads quick.
Oh, that's my favorite page.
That
It's
page,
funny.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is funny. All kinds of shit.
No, yeah, bro. You do see some crazy shit on there. Then are you from Ogden? Like, were you born here?
Yes, I was. I was born at McCady Hospital.
Oh, the old one. The same.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I've been here my whole life. I didn't really leave just for vacation here and there.
So you've never not even lived in like Salt Lake or
Nope.
something. Just
Nope.
always Ogden.
Always Central Ogden, right from
Okay.
like 30th to 2700 North, like right around here.
Okay.
So, wow.
Do you find it, I don't know, sometimes annoying? Because I'm assuming you've obviously grown up here. You haven't left. So you're always probably running into people you know. Like maybe like, I don't know, old high school sort of people or people back in school. Do you ever like run into people like that?
I mean, quite frequently, nobody could forget me, right? So, but a lot of the time, I don't remember them or what have you. But
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
But more often than not, the people that come up to me and say hi or something, because I'm pretty loud out there with the truck and my merch and stuff, and always representing. And the people that will approach me are my customers. Hey, how you doing? or their kids or what, any of their family. But yeah, don't really see a whole lot of old friends or acquaintances from past, but like long ago.
Yeah. I always wonder that because right when we graduated, we would go to like the Newgate Mall and we'd always see someone, at least one person we'd known. But now that we are getting older, maybe people just kind of, I don't know, just maybe keep moving out and leave. And
Yeah, I mean, like yourself. I mean, you're
I
in
guess
Salt Lake
so.
now, so
It's kind of true.
some people just move away. Some people just don't go out as much anymore. So yeah, well, that's cool. as far as like your business goes, I mean, obviously right now you're still in the transition of probably going full time with that. And I mean, it seems like you work full time because obviously the amount of hours you put into your business is like if you're working full time with it anyways. But what's like the end goal with it? Like, do you plan on having like 5 mobile trucks? Like, what's like the 10-year, like,
Well, it's constantly changing,
yeah.
depending on my needs, I
Mm.
guess, and my family's needs. Because, of course, I don't need to be out there working 100% of the time. I've got plenty of money
Mm.
a lot of the time to eat well, right?
Yeah.
So, but I constantly want to grow, so that money gets put aside, and then we're buying some equipment or whatever. But the end goal, I don't really have an end goal. But I would like to provide for several different. I'd like Dawn's to be bigger than Dawn, and I want maybe a couple of guys running and a secretary that's not my wife, and some other people involved. That there's definitely the workload there. If I could pick up the work that I send to other shops because I'm not at a full-time job,
Mm.
and then I also have a facility to take it to,
Mm-hmm.
that might be a better answer to the question. The end goal may be not a mobile thing.
Mm.
The end goal is
Be
I'm doing this
established.
mobile thing, and I'm always going to probably do the mobile thing, but um, I, I'd like to have a commercial location where I can set people up and we can run a general automotive. And then when we need to, we can go out on site or whatever as
Yeah.
well. So,
Probably be easier to keep an eye on people,
yeah.
having them all on their one roof and instead of out there mobile
Yeah.
and stuff.
We've tried a couple guys out and just a couple of youngsters. And anybody else is doing it already, they know what they need to know. So that it's not like they want to be doing it with me, right? So
Yeah.
I was trying it out with the youngsters. I had Tony, he was about 25 or 26 or something. And I mean, he's good for some things. And then I had Anthony, he was barely 19. He turned 20 while he was working for me. Neither one of them are currently full time working for me right now, but Anthony basically had it where he was doing almost 40-hour work weeks with me, like 5 hours a night. When I get off, he would meet up with me and we would clock out at 11. He hated those hours, but we worked 8 to 10 hour days. We worked him on Saturday and Sunday as well, so he was getting some hours, and we were putting quite a bit of work out, and it was working out well. We had a little shop that we were renting. It was pretty massive, actually, not little, but we had it going on, and then they sold the shop or the house that the shop was on. Edgar turned me on to that shop, actually.
Yeah.
It was nice and had a lift in there and everything. But that all occurring, I happened to make a post about it, and somebody said, "Hey, come to my shop. I ain't even using half of it." And I was like, "Okay, it's a lot smaller, no lift, but with the money I got back from the deposit and the rent that I had already prepaid, I bought a lift for this other shop. So I came out on with less overhead and a lift of my own, and so I just turned it into something good. But
Yeah. Work with what you got. So.
yeah. So right now we're just running out of a little 2-bay shop, and it's just me, my wife, and every once in a while I'll get a helper.
Nice.
Which is the same people, but we're just not working them as much because we don't have as much need for them right now. But
Yeah.
we get some things going. They might come back, or we might try someone else even. I got a guy that barely fresh out of high school, graduated. He wants to come try it out. He's not wanting a whole lot of money, and seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders. I talked to him for a little bit. But yeah, so I think the more the merrier. Want to try to keep that going, but for right now, while we figure things out, I'm gonna just keep it just me for the time being,
Yeah.
a couple months at least.
Yeah, until you get going up on your feet really well. Yeah, I mean, I've come to find out sometimes too. Like I've had the same issue with employees. Seems like you said, like the ones that know, they already know, like they want their own business or they're doing really well somewhere else. It's hard to get those kind of people. So usually you get those youngsters that want to try something new, and sometimes it's more of a pain to get them to stay in line with things. But I have figured out sometimes. I'm like, sometimes it's just easier to do it on your own because by the time you talk to them, show them, fix the mistakes they might have made, or checked on them all the time, you would have already got the job done. So yeah, I feel like we're in the same situation there with employees, and it's hard. It's just an industry that, I mean, just like what I'm in, you need to have a lot of detail, and you can't just let shit go without really having it be perfect in a way. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of room for error when it comes to Dons. I don't let nothing slide because
Yeah.
customer catches something and they're like, then that just diminishes all their trust in you and respect for your work. So
Yeah.
I just make sure that even if I have workers, I overcheck everything. It actually cost me a worker.
Really?
Yeah, because we were trying to work together. He was a good worker. He worked at Jiffy Lube. And we tried it out, and he just didn't like the way I talked to him about the work. And it's just work, but I guess I get a little into it. And I was like, no, we got to make sure this is perfect,
Yeah.
And
This ain't
he's
Jiffy
like, nah,
Lube.
I don't want you talking to me like that. And I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to show you that this is important through my tone and everything. But I guess that wasn't the thing to do with that guy. But yeah, I guess, some people just, you can't work with. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, clash in personalities.
yeah,
That happens.
yeah, we're still cool. He's still texting me today. So
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, we just can't really do work together. So,
Okay. Well, now that you've been doing it for like a long time, what's like the best part of the job? Like, what do you enjoy the most?
I like doing transmissions.
Okay, so you actually love doing those.
Yeah, that's why I even stick around over there, because there's so many trannies there all the time, and I'm really good at it. And I got to the point where I'm trying to train somebody and I'll watch them, even if they're good or mechanically inclined, and you're like, what are you doing? This is easy. Let's just go. Like, you got to do this, and it's out, man. But some people just don't quite get it, and they're kind of like fumbling, struggling with it, and it's just natural to me. I guess after so many years, that might just be
second nature for sure.
Yeah. But I mean, even from the beginning, I remember when they were training me to do it, Francisco, he was showing me the ropes. And I mean, it didn't take probably but my 90-day probationary period, and I was able to install and pull transmissions all on my own with very limited problems. And if I had an issue, I'd go say, hey, show me how to get through this,
Yeah.
And, but yeah, trannies is definitely my favorite thing, because a lot of the times they don't move, they don't work. It's a pile of junk without fixing this, and you have to fix it. There's no way around it. And then when I'm done, it's just perfect, and it probably working better than it ever had, especially if they were dealing with it going out for some time,
Yeah.
That's me right there. I think with my truck eventually it's gonna go
Your
out.
transmission.
I mean, it's done
with
that weird
10-speed. Yeah,
you told me about it.
I don't know if you've been watching my videos lately, but 10-speed F-150s are in the shop like on a weekly basis.
Wow,
That
don't say that.
10-speed has this drum in it where this bushing slides and it blocks flow for lubrication, and it just, things weld to each other, and
Jeez.
it's horrible.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Is it like usually work trucks, like trucks that have been worked hard, or
It's
just
really hit or
regular?
miss. I've had right now we have a cop from Colorado. His truck's in there, and it only has 69,000 miles on it.
Oh, geez.
And he probably towed with it, but he wasn't towing at the time. They were traveling. They were going somewhere long distance and probably hitting the hills, and then that's when it started just blowing, slipping and blowing all the fluid out of the vent. I see that a lot too. And I think it's from the holes being blocked, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's like very common. 10 speeds, that's keeping them tranny shops open right now.
Damn. Okay.
Well,
I don't know. Yeah, because this is a whole different world from my end. Because Edgar, obviously had some mechanic experience and all that stuff. So you obviously said, yeah, maybe the car itself might have a pre-existing flaw, kind of like that. That whole like you mentioned. Is there anything like drivers do that they might be messing up transmissions? Like, is there? I don't know.
Of course, I think that input has something to do with it. You probably get a 60, 70-year-old man with an F-150 that lasts 200,000 miles because he just babies it, and then you get a teenage kid right out of high school and you give him an F-150 and it doesn't last 60,000 miles. So there's probably a reason for it. We can't be just ripping on it all the time. And if you do rip on it all the time, probably should service it a little more. And nobody ever services the transmission. But Edgar did, but
a little late.
Yeah, but usually people don't unless they feel an improper shift or something's already wrong with it.
By that point, it's already late.
Most of the time, yeah. Sometimes with some of the more robust transmissions like the Allison platform and the Duramax, not the newer 10-speed Allisons, that's
For the
junk too.
people that don't know, that's a GM, a GMC, or a Chevy.
Yeah, so some of them more robust units, you can push them 100,000 miles without even servicing them, and then they'll start to kind of shift a little hard, and then you pull the pan down, nothing. You just put new fluid in it, it's shifting smooth again.
Damn.
But yeah, you ain't gonna get that lucky with these new 10 speeds. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Is there a manufacturer that you can say is pretty good, like with their transmissions, at least now that like you're so invested with those?
Yeah, I think Aisin makes a really good transmission.
Who?
Aisin.
Aisin?
AIS.
But what, like, manufacturer of vehicles?
So Dodge,
Dodge,
believe it or not. So they have like the worst transmission, and by far the Allison transmission from 2000 to even up to 2016, I think they're still using the Allison 6-speed transmission. And those transmissions, you can't kill them unless you turn them up.
Typically, they only come in Chevys or GMCs.
Yeah, Chevys or GMCs.
Okay.
Mostly when we're talking about transmissions, we're talking about Chevys, Ford, or Dodges. We don't do a whole lot of more than that. Those are pretty the common ones, like Infinities and stuff here or there. Audis, we'll send them down the road, But
How about Mercedes?
Mercedes, not a whole lot. We'll do some ZF stuff, BMW, just whatever comes in. Really, we'll take care of it. But at my shop, I probably wouldn't take care of
anything for them.
the higher end stuff. At least right now, that kind of risky. So
yeah, a lot more liability.
Yeah, a lot more money in parts and stuff. But if it's a definite like, oh, hey, this thing is smoked, it doesn't move, can you do a diag? Yeah, we'll do it. I'll throw a reman unit in from the dealer, but we ain't trying to rebuild that thing.
Yeah, sounds like it's
it's kind of like a one-off. It's not something we do every day to take longer than it would be worth. So they just steer away from doing that. But most of the common, most bought vehicles that everyone has, we rebuild them all day, every day. So, but yeah, the Allison and the Aisin, but the Dodge transmission is probably by far the worst from that same year range. The older Dodges, you could see some Dodges with 2 or 3 different rebuilds on them.
Jeez.
Yeah.
If you just bought a Dodge, sorry to hear that.
Yeah. My father-in-law and my brother-in-law work at Randy's Transmissions. So if you want to turn your diesel up and have some strength there, you could get it upgraded one. But
so I remember, me, as far as like transmission stuff goes, I don't have much knowledge other than I remember being a kid playing like Need for Speed, and you could always upgrade like transmissions, but I've never in any of my cars ever had like an idea like, oh, I need to upgrade the transmission. Is that mostly just seen for like obviously higher horsepower cars, but is it mostly just trucks that you're seeing people like beef up their transmissions, or are you also
Yeah,
seeing it
so
like with cars?
generally every Ford, Chevy, or Dodge has a box tuner that you can buy from Edge Products.
Okay.
And when you do so, you turn up the horsepower, you put the transmission, the stock transmission, under more extreme pressures than it was designed to handle. You turn it up too much and it just slips on it, so it's not clamping hard enough on the friction elements. So in order to compensate for that, they have to take care of it through tuning, for tuning the pressures for each. And sometimes that can equate out to a harsher shift, which some people won't like. And sometimes they can tune that out too, depending on how sophisticated the systems are. But one way or another, they got to increase the pressure to hold and different things. When you go turning them up to like twice their factory output.
Yeah.
But I mean, pretty much anything is possible. They've done some crazy stuff. They're holding 4,000 plus horsepower on some of these stock case like transmission, just put different internals and beefed up and modified everything and just billet shafts and stuff inside. But yeah, I mean, the sky's the limit when you're talking some of the diesel platforms, mostly Dodge, Chevy, and Ford. The guys are out there just throwing money at them. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn. See, that's a whole different world now.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we're gonna throw ours up on the. We got a Randy Stage 2, 725 horsepower rated Allison in our Duramax, and we're gonna throw that thing up on the weekend on the Edge for this event. Edge Products throws down. I think it's in the BDO here in Ogden, and we're gonna throw it up on the dyno and definitely hook up to the sled and see what we can get. But that's what some people are doing with them. Mine's like a work truck. You can build them like that. Some people are going like just full out race, that 4,000 horsepower stuff. You wouldn't try to use that truck on a daily errand or something. But
Daily errand.
Might fly away.
yeah.
So,
but
I don't know. I want to hear some of your funny stories or weird calls that you had. Like, have you had like just some weird call or something you might have gone to?
Let me tell you a story.
All right.
Okay, I got a real good one, and it's just the other night.
Give us a couple. That's what you got.
The first one, the other night, I get this call from Safer Road Rescue, and it says toll-free call on my thing, and it's like from some other state, and I'm like, I hope this ain't somebody in jail or something. I don't know. I better answer it,
Yeah.
So I answer it, and it's like this accent. I don't even know where it's from. It's like an Asian lady, and you can barely understand her. And she's like, "Can you do a lockout or something?" I'm like, yeah. I didn't understand it. There's like 3 times I had her tell me, and I'm like, "Yeah, I can break into just about anything. What kind of car is it?" They're like, "05 Subaru." "Oh yeah, I got that. Fuck, or I can have that in less than 2 minutes. I can be in there. Their keys are in there." "Oh yeah, just have the customer call me. I don't work for other agencies, The customer can just pay me directly." They didn't want to do that, and I was just playing along, and I was like, well, they asked me how much I want. I'm like, well, I want my minimum 1 hour. Then I got to drive from Clinton to Willard, and it's like 38-minute drive one way, so at least want my hour. And she's like, well, you 155? And I'm like, yeah, 155. And I'm like, how am I going to get paid? And this is, we pay you. And I'm like, okay, fine, but how do I get paid? And they're like, we'll send you a virtual card.
Oh shit.
So they did, but anyway, on to the story. So I drive over there, and I got them in. There's 2 minutes. I sent the number video of the toolkit that I used, and the car doors open, and the customers, and the backside of the dike at Willard Bay. And because they wanted the GPS coordinates and a picture of the license plate. This whole thing you had to fill out. through this link. Okay, well, so I didn't even know until I got home. But so, because I already got the card number, I'm thinking I'm cool. So I'm like, all right, shoot, I'll let these guys go. And I mean, if I don't get paid, I don't get paid. I just aim not going to do any one of those ever again.
Yeah.
Especially for that company. Because I've had AAA call me and stuff too, you know. And they're like, hey, we can't find anybody. Can you help? So done work for other companies. Just I've been burnt before through them. So I kind of knew, keep your guard up. So I went there. I got done and I drove home and I sent my wife the card information to run it and send them an invoice and stuff. And it didn't work. She said it was declined or something. I got home, I checked it out, and no, it didn't work. So I had to call, and they were like, okay, we'll call you back in 5 minutes. Let me try to figure this out. Well, they never called me back, so I had to call them back. And by this time, it was like 11:30, almost 12 o'clock. And I sat on hold for a while. And by 12:45, I got it to where, and I had to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, you know.
Damn.
But yeah, at 12:45 at night, finally that card went through. But in the meantime, I'm looking at their reviews for the Safer Road Recovery. And it says that the Better Business Bureau has sent them mail and it hasn't reached it. It says not deliverable address or something. So it might be like a total scam company. And so I was real worried and stuff. And I thought I got ripped off, right? And I was reading all these reviews and all of them were like, they don't pay. They didn't pay and stuff. So I thought I wasn't going to get paid. But what it was all of those other guys didn't know how to follow the little prompt on the text and go and fill out the form. Because when I called, they were like, did you fill out the form? And I'm like, what form? I don't even know what you're talking about. And then my wife, she looked and she's like, yeah, this link. And then we filled it out, sent the pictures through that instead of just to the number. And then I called him back a few minutes later and it says it should go through now. And it did. Wow. And I was like, yeah, probably all those idiots writing bad reviews was just because they didn't know how to follow instructions. And that's like the only reviews that the company has.
It's just bad ones.
Bad reviews. And if I would have just gave up on it just based off of that, I would have lost 155 and been just like those guys. But yeah, I just fought it out and kept calling. I was like, I'll ruin their number. I'll keep calling. But yeah, so that was kind of a weird, strange one, and it kept me up late, you know.
Jeez.
And there's been a lot of them. They're all pretty awkward. You get different strange people and stuff. I remember
you told me recently you went to a house to get a cat.
Oh, yeah. I made a reel about it. It's on my Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Check my reels. So this cat was stuck up inside this dash, and this customer calls me and says, hey, man, I just barely got this cat from the pound. And the day that I got the cat, I took it to the elementary school to pick up my daughter, and I had it on my lap. And when I opened the door and she shut the door, it got frightened and ran up underneath the dash, and I can't get it out. And the fire department's been here, and the police has tried, and they're like, they can't get it out. And I'm like, we might need to remove this dash or something. And I'm like, and this was late at night too.
Oh, damn.
Another late night one right before I close. And I'm like, okay, 10 o'clock. Okay, I'll go. So I go up there, and it's at the mouth of Ogden Canyon. So it's just right up the street, about 15 minutes from my house. I get there, cat's really up in there bad. And it's mean. It wants to kill you.
It's hissing.
So you can't get close. Yeah, because I tried to so I ended up putting my sweater on. It's hot. It's hot. And I'm wearing a sweater inside this hot garage. And I had to remove the fuel pedal assembly. There's only 4 bolts, a clip, you know. And I removed that, and I was able to gain pretty good access to get my hand on its torso area to kind of wiggle it and jiggle it all out. And I had to poke it a little bit. Not just act like I was going to poke it in the face for it to let go and try to swat what I was holding. And I hurried up and pulled it out, and it was trying to claw me like something else. And I hurried up and I threw it in this kennel instinctively because it was hurting me. I threw it pretty hard on accident.
On accident.
On accident, but it was all on live video or my reel or something.
Holy shit, that's all on live?
Yeah, I put it all on there, and I was like,
Bro, I need to go check this out.
yeah. And so I got the cat, and I was like, put it in there, and I was like, the guy behind the lady, and he's like, is she okay? And I was like, yeah, I didn't hurt her, getting it out.
I didn't hurt her.
But I threw it pretty hard in the cage, but it wasn't like
It's clawing you
Yeah.
pretty hard. I
yeah.
imagine.
So
You're-
digging
they
into
were
it.
just grateful that the cat wasn't going to get hurt, because also if it would have stayed in there a whole nother day, it could have died. It was over 100 degrees in the car, so it was already, and it hadn't had no water or no food for a whole day up inside the dash. So
That's insane.
yeah, and I got it out and it felt good, but yeah, that was kind of another crazy.
That's
one.
insane. So you said you stopped taking calls at 10? That's when you're like, yo.
No, 11.
11?
I won't work after 11 because I gotta sleep.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I do that because in order to build my business, I don't have any other time, weekends and after work. So I'll even schedule stuff on lunch breaks. Today I went up to Smith's gas station and jump started someone. Then I drove all the way back to work with my Beto's burrito. Got there and he calls me back and said he shut it off again and it won't
geez.
start. So I had to drive all the way back up from 26 to 42nd. Barely in my hour window,
Yeah.
I was able to, but yeah, I spent my whole lunch break just doing a freebie for my fishing buddy's son.
No, salute.
There's a customer, but he turned into a fishing buddy. He invited me fishing the other weekend.
Oh, heck yeah.
But yeah, so I just did a freebie, but
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of different weird calls, and most of them are all kind of strange. You don't really get a normal one, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, here and there, it's like, oh, you need brakes? Yeah, boom, I'll be there. But
Okay.
most of them is kind of awkward, and I get the ones nobody wants or whatever. Thinking people are broke down from out of state. People are not even trying to take care of them, And most of them are on the weekends. My calls Sunday, I get all the calls because nobody else is working on Sundays ever. But yeah, the farthest I went was like Nephi or something.
Damn, that's far.
But they paid me $155 an hour drive time plus fuel, and so I did well. I think I did like $1,000 day that day.
Nice.
So, and they had like 10 dogs, these big old dogs inside of this Duramax van. It was like an old handicap van.
Mm-hmm.
And some other mobile mechanic had already went there. It was just barely dripping out of the water and fuel sensor. Okay. And the other mobile mechanic gets there and pulls the fuel filter off and then just leaves them. And they sat there for like 2 days.
No way.
Waiting for that guy to come back. Yeah. And they were like, yeah, we're going all the way to, I mean, it was several states away.
That's
like
wild.
Thousands of miles. And they were trying to, and he's like, at least before I could drive and then it would derate and I can only go 45 miles an hour and I'd have to pull over, stop. And then I couldn't, if I didn't push it, I could still go. But if I hit a hill, but then after that mechanic came, we couldn't even start the truck no more because he took the filter. But through some discussion with him on the phone, I was able to determine what I needed. I was really familiar with the Duramax platform, exactly that engine. And I says, okay, so I know what I need. He took the water and fuel sensor and the thing. So I made a quick stop to AutoZone on the way there and got him going.
Nice.
But yeah, that was kind of a strange.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's a
Actually.
far one.
Oh yeah, and it was on a Sunday. Nobody else would have, and he was already desperate.
Yeah, that sounds desperate.
Like the highway patrol had already checked on him multiple times and tried to get him, figured out, and told him they were going to have to tow it. And that's when he
called you.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, they told me I can't be, give me a little time, but I need to get somebody out here, or they're going to get me off the road.
Wow.
But yeah, and that's the thing too. The freeway calls are the scariest.
Oh, wow.
They'll call me on the side of the road, broke down, and I'm like, gosh, man, why are we? All right, it's good money, right?
Yeah.
But you kind of risk your life a little bit sometimes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
charge more for those, all right?
Well, a lot of them, most of them that call me for a tow like that, I'm the only one they deal with. So they're like, well, you're going to get the work you want, you know. I don't have free towing. I just towed one from Tremont, a good customer of mine. I've worked on the car before. I towed it from Tremont to Orem the other day, and he paid me like $550 or something for the tow and plus fuel. So it would,
Some stuff works out.
yeah, but and that was on the side of the freeway in Tremont, and I get all sorts of different calls, but mostly it's just because I don't ever say no. I'll pick them up.
Yeah.
If I can't do it, or I can't do it or justify doing it quick enough or whatever, because I'm already too stacked up, I'll refer it out to some other trusted local shop. See if I can't get them taken care of either way.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, it's always good to share the work. It
Yeah.
says a lot about your business too. I mean, there's a lot of people that just straight up will be like, nope, don't know anybody else. Good luck.
Yeah, no, I actually care about the end goal for.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call me first, and then if I can't do it, I'll find someone for you. You know.
Yeah.
No,
And then that's going to end up equating out to that work's going to my guys. You know,
Mhm.
like I can't do it, but bring it to the shop. You know.
Yeah.
And so I think it'll all work out for
Okay.
sure. And I'm gonna work on finding maybe just a rundown little place to start out in, something that's more undesired by someone else, and see if I can just something that's zoned
Yeah.
properly, and then start with like what I got now, but not in back of someone's house.
Yeah.
Actually on like Main Street or something, you know.
That'd be
Yeah.
so cool. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I guess for a younger person, you have any advice for them as far as like business wise, or like how you kind of made the leap to kind of do your own thing, or
Yeah, I actually have a lot of advice on that. The worker, the 19-year-old,
Mhm.
Anthony, you know, you show him that my old boss told me this too. He's like, I'm going to show you this, and then you're going to learn, and then you're just going to leave and do it on your own. So it's like they kind of just don't like to show you stuff, it seems, you know. But anyways, so I got to experience it firsthand. He right now is kind of struggling paying his bills because he's not working for me, and he's got some checks that he's trying to cash and stuff.
Mhm.
They're not my checks, but I'm trying to help him get through that and make sure, you know, he gets his bills paid and stuff. I'm trying to offer him a job
Mhm.
on a flat rate since I said, hey, come put this engine in. You've done two for me before, hourly. You know what you're doing. If I give this job to you, I'll give you $500 labor. And you can take all the time you want, or you can come do it in 2 days. I'm going to check it in the end. So it better be right. But I'll do some of the harder stuff, and I'll give you $550 or $500, I said. And he was like, not really interested, it seemed. And I'm like, well, you're not doing anything else to make money. And for me, I remember how hard I had to work for that, to get that opportunity. And I'm giving it to him, and he don't want to take it. So my advice is maybe don't just always focus on the money or what have you, but more focus on taking care of the product. Like, even if you're not making much off putting a window regulator in, nobody does those. I've had people call me like, you do window? I can't find anybody. I'm like, I don't really want to do that, but yeah, you know.
No, you're building a
But
relation.
then, exactly, then you leave a business card in their cup holder, and they call you back when their alternator goes out or something. And then you do enough of that little stuff and you're never going to have a slow time because you just take care of it all. And if you're trying to start your own business, I think you definitely have to at least start working for somebody else first. You need some sort of income to be able to grow your business. So at least a part-time job while you're trying to grow your business. And, unless you find something where you're just rolling and you just, but for me, there would be no way I would have ever even been able to start if I didn't start somewhere. Meaning I started in the backyard or at my mom's driveway in the beginning doing, minor repairs and stuff. But, so just, I guess you got to start somewhere. And I think having a job with income so you can focus your budget on building your business and trying to survive, then I think once you get to where you have enough clients and income and revenue from your business, then you don't have to have a full-time job or a part-time job anymore. Yeah. Especially young. You're not going to start back to Anthony. He wanted to start his own, mobile, or not necessarily mobile, but like motorcycle / four-wheeler, small engine stuff. And he was kind of reaching out to me like, how do I do this, And I'm like, well, you need to be working for me, You need to be concentrated on me, not trying to start your own thing. It takes years. Maybe try to focus on learning your craft and your abilities and stuff before you just start jumping into something to find out that it ain't going to work out or whatever. Yeah. But I mean, he's doing that right now a little bit, but I think he would do better if he picked up full-time employment, maybe on base or something, and then tried to grow that at in the sidelines until it is big enough to where he can't focus on anything else but his business. And I think that's kind of like how I'm so well off, is always got something going on, Mm-hmm. And even when I got enough money, I just don't stop there because I want to be bigger. I want to have that. I want to have that facility. I want to have a huge garage in my backyard. I want to have, the finer things and the good food. I don't want to eat McDonald's and crap,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That was great advice.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because I feel there's a lot of people, and I mean, I think they just want to. They're just seeing the money. They want to get to the money part, but they don't realize it's not just what you see online or what
Facts.
You see from another business owner. Like it takes a while to build that, relationship with customers and build up your business.
They don't want to do the work.
And even the life experience, like going through things.
Yeah.
And going through it, being paid from someone else. And then, so, you're not learning on your dime sometimes.
That's fast, yeah.
Yeah, like, for instance, if you took a car in and you scratched something, I know you're probably pretty familiar with that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you scratch it and you're working for somebody else, it's not really your problem, kind of, right? Your boss has to figure out how to take care of that. But if you do it at your house, man, you might be forking out several weeks or maybe even months of work of your extra work.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Just to pay for it. So yeah,
that's a fact, yeah.
Yeah, life experience is definitely one of the other reasons you definitely want to try starting for someone else before you try just building your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think your example, it definitely made sense because like, I don't know, maybe this guy Anthony, like he just is like sees himself like to that point yet, but he doesn't see like all the work that you put in. For example, like I'm sitting here, I'm like, holy hell, like this guy is working as soon as he gets off, lifting transmissions all day, I'm assuming, and then after hours he's still doing all this shit. Like, that's crazy. Weekends on top of that.
That's normal.
That's like normal to you, but for someone, that's not doing that, it's like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah, I get a lot of people telling me that it's inspiring to see how much that I work. And then I get a lot of people kind of like bagging on it, like, hey, you're gonna run out of energy, dude. You're gonna burn yourself out. And I'm like, well, when is it gonna happen? Because I've been doing this for years, and that's just what I do.
Yeah.
From sun up till way past sundown, I'm out here grinding. So, but I think that's what it takes in this economy, in this world these days. Things cost so much money,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So you always got to keep on getting to that next level, and you know, even increasing your prices and just growing and growing. And so,
Yeah. So it just really depends on you how bad you really want it.
yeah,
Some people just don't want it bad enough. So it's like, yeah, you'll get what you get out of that. So
yeah, you definitely got to motivate yourself. It all got to come within you.
mhm.
Nobody's, even if your wife or your mom, encouragement or whatever, dad even, no, you got to be after it and think about it constantly and just keep on going. So,
Yeah.
Will do.
Wow.
Sheesh.
You got any more questions? Don, do you have any questions for us? As far as
yeah, what do you do?
He's like, who's this guy?
yeah.
No, I haven't really
Yeah.
been acquainted. We've met, but
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, so I've been friends with Edgar since before I even can remember. Basically, his parents and my parents, Mexicans, obviously, they lived in the same apartment building as we were growing up. So we, yeah, I don't know. It almost feels like we stayed together. We grew up together, and now we're just, again, still just hanging out, doing our thing. But yeah, a little bit about me. Just been into sales like the last 10 years. And yeah, I guess that's kind of what I've been doing.
what do
Just
you
sales.
sell?
Yeah, currently I sell like accounting and finance support for like businesses, usually medium support businesses. So that's a little bit of what I do. So
Wow.
just it's kind of not interesting work, to be honest. I'm just
Yeah.
like on the internet all day trying to message people, annoying them, calling them, emailing them. Yeah, not normal people, just guys that have big businesses or whatever. But that's a little bit of what I do. I'm more of the behind the desk kind of guy. That's why when you're telling me all this, I'm like, oh, like it's just a different sort of opportunity. Because when I get off of work, I'm usually going to like the gym or something like that. So it's just cool to see like people have different backgrounds, have different things. So yeah, that's kind of what I do though, a little bit. Yeah, but I've just been Better's friend for a minute though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and off the pod, I was briefly telling you how this whole you asked me how this whole podcast, like what made us want to do this, and I was just telling you like we were just getting together once a week already just to shoot the shit and talk and hang out, and like might as well just record this, put it out on some platforms, and see if maybe help people out, inspire people, or even just for ourselves really. Just like I feel like we've grown a lot from having a podcast as far as like learning to talk and like yeah, just carry a conversation, I guess you would say, more naturally versus. And I guess for me it helps with being a business owner, and I'm sure for you itself,
Same, yeah.
being talking to people all the time. So it's just been a win overall, and at this point, it's kind of become just a kind of like a hobby kind of thing now. And every week we just come in here and do our thing.
Yeah.
Just dedicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to. Yeah, definitely getting motivated by Edgar because you guys are like on the same sort of timing.
Yeah, we kind of well, a lot of the stuff you're saying, I mean, that's just how it is. Like late nights, like sometimes we work for free half the time when you're first starting, just to get your
Yeah.
name, establish yourself. But yeah, I think I would say over the hump now, that beginning phase. But
I don't feel that I'm there yet, but
I don't
I
think you
think
ever
this
feel.
step. I think
Yeah.
this step is coming real soon. I can feel the urgency of things. So, yeah.
That's good. No, that's really good. Well, I know I asked you about what's your favorite thing to do, and you said transmissions. What's like the one thing you're like, yo, hell no, I don't want to do that shit. Like what do you hate doing?
Well, body work.
Body work. Going back to
work.
that.
I hate body work.
What about a call though? Like you get a call like I don't know 6 o'clock right after you got done with work, and it's like one of those calls where you're just like, I'm gonna refer this guy to someone
I
else.
hate calls where they're like, "Hey, my car's stalling," or "Hey, my car's acting up." and it needs diagged. And I know deep inside that some of them diags take several hours, maybe even days to process and get fixed. Not necessarily like full days of time spent on working on the car, but like let's say you find that you've got some problem with it running, and so you got to look and see what could be causing it. Okay, well, this MAF reading's bad. Oh, well, they don't got one in stock. We got to order one in. It's going to be a couple of days out, And mobile calls, I just get the anxiety of when you like order parts and it's going to take days. What if somebody comes in behind you, puts an eBay or Amazon one in, and then by the time you get there with the OEM one you waited on because you know that the Amazon one ain't going to work very long, you're just like, and you wasted your money on the part or whatever. So
Damn.
I don't like, certain diagnostic type of jobs. Like I got a guy right now, he wants me to go look at his 2014 Duramax. He's been messaging me, trying to get me to line in time with him. And I'm like, it's really something he needs to be dropping off, but I don't know how to tell him. So I've had to kind of cater to,
I bet that's kind of hard because you're mobile.
Yeah.
It's in the business name, but
Yeah.
some stuff, like you said, is just not a mobile thing.
Well,
but it's kind of hard to make people understand. Like,
yeah. And I don't know that anybody wakes up understanding it, right? So you got to figure it out. And for me, some things are harder to figure out than others, but I get through it. I guess the more I go, the better I'm getting. So like certain ones, I'm like, oh yeah, I've been done that. That's probably going to be this. All I got to do is look into rail pressure and see if, or all I got to do is look at this data pit and I'll know if it's fuel pressure related or, whatever. But on certain ones in there, like that 2014 Duramax, he's like, yeah, my rear view camera's not working. My tail light don't work on the running light on the left side, and there was 2 other issues, and he thinks that it's all related, but in my mind, none of that circuitry, or at least a lot of it, shouldn't even have anything to do with each other. I don't think there's a related connector or anything. If there was, it would be like visible. You know what? I got to try to find some time to spend on the guy. And let's say that I go over there and I figure it out within minutes. Then he's going to be like, oh, that wasn't worth 155, Or what if I go over there and I spend an hour and I don't figure it out? And I'm like, just all the unknowns, I guess. But usually I'll take it. And if I can't figure it out, I'll walk for nothing. And then they don't have no sour taste or nothing. And they're like, yeah, they'll still call me maybe next time, even though I didn't figure this one out for them. But some people don't understand the complexity of some of the systems that they're wanting me to diagnose. And I'm like, yeah, cars aren't just like cars anymore. They're like rocket ships. And
Literally.
stuff. And so it's not really like that, but
yeah,
I mean,
kind of like that.
I've heard nightmare stories that I think a Beamer, you take the battery out, but let's say you replace it, you can't even replace it yourself. Now you need to go to the dealer or something. Like what?
Sometimes when you interrupt communication or something, it'll throw codes and then you can't even start them.
That's insane.
Yeah. Like some of the newer Jeeps, even you've got to reset certain things just to, or if the battery's dead, it'll throw a code for it. And if it's 2018 and newer, you've got to have software to be able to access the secure gateway. So you got to have a Wi-Fi connection, and you got to have the software, and you got to have your scanner updated to the latest revision, and you have to pay like a $50 subscription.
Oh my goodness.
Per thing. So it's like
it's pretty insane.
Yeah.
I mean, dealers are kind of making it harder for people to work on them. Like they just want manufacturers just want the cars to come to them. But yeah,
it's not so simple anymore. Some of those ones where they're like, yeah, you should be taking that to the dealer. I have to find out how to tell them, because you don't want to sound mean or rude or anything. Anything that you could do to get a negative review, you got to remember that you can't be. So,
That's why sometimes you can't even charge.
Yeah.
That's how it is sometimes. Wow. Well, you talked about working a lot. I guess if you ever get time off, what do you enjoy doing? Or what do you typically like if you had some time off?
You said fishing earlier, right?
Yeah, I like fishing. Hella like fishing. I go to Strawberry like once or twice a year and just catch some good old fish.
You mentioned you had a jet ski too.
Yeah, I have a jet ski, and I got a jet ski a guy died on too.
What the fuck?
And it's a 160 horsepower jet
You
ski.
can't just skip over that. Give us some more details on that.
Okay, so I haven't even set it out on the water yet, but I bought it just for the trailer for my other jet ski. But then I was like, man, that's got a 4-cylinder engine and it just fires right up. There's nothing wrong with it. It's got a little hole in the bottom of it and a big crack in the side. We could do some fiberglass work probably. I'm just like, well,
We could do something with this.
I don't know how, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
So I picked it up and I'm in the process. I just got
How did you
some
come
of the
across
stuff
that?
on Marketplace,
Oh, okay.
Facebook Marketplace.
And they mentioned on there that the guy passed away,
No,
crashed it and
not
died?
till I got there.
Fuck.
So my wife got there because I'm at work all the time, never could take a break. So I'm like, I need this trailer, honey. Can you go get that? It's only $500. So this jet ski's like a $8,000 jet ski, but it's wrecked, so it ain't worth nothing.
Oh, okay.
They're just selling it just for the trailer, I think.
Oh, it's on the trailer, but
The
jet ski comes with it.
jet ski comes with it.
Oh, geez.
Okay, so my wife gets there, and his friend is the one that's selling it to us because his wife or his mother is like not even wanting to have anything to do with that thing because it killed them.
That's crazy.
Right? So we get the story, and I even found the article of when it happened on the lake or whatever. And so I'm putting 2 and 2 together, and I'm thinking, man, this guy, he got it in May, and he died less than a month later on it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I think he was just inexperienced. You're going 80 miles, or this thing's top speed can reach up to speed 70 plus miles an hour. I think 60 something miles an hour is easily reachable on this thing on the water. And when you're going 60 miles an hour on a jet ski, you can't turn unless you power turn. Like if you're going and you let off the throttle, it's just going to go straight. Even if you turn it, it doesn't. So I think he just
The jet motor is what.
Yeah, the jet motor is what propels it to turn it. You're not leaning it to turn it. The motor's what turning it. So I think he was just hauling ass and maybe miscalculated and let off and just like, into the rock face,
Holy shit.
But so anyway, they got this jet ski.
What lake was it? If you can share.
Yeah, it was East Canyon.
Oh, okay.
So we got all the guy's info and his death certificate and everything, like a copy of it and stuff.
Wow.
So I bought a bunch of filler and some fiber mesh infused filler and some fiberglass mat and some resin, and it ain't gonna look pretty, but it's gonna float. And anyways, my plan is I'm not even gonna register this thing. Yeah. I'm just going to hit it right on the river. We live out in the farm country.
Yeah.
And
there's put it on the river.
Yeah,
okay.
There's this. Well, I already put the other jet ski that I have out on that river.
Oh, you did?
Holy shit,
yeah,
bro.
I get these
It's
ideas.
a canal, bro.
You get you get these ideas from, watch Cletus McFarland on YouTube.
Yeah.
You seen them little jet boats?
Yeah.
So I at least want to take that thing out, make it floatable to see if the motor's worthy enough of putting in one of those, because you can buy one of those aluminum kits.
It's basically a little mini boat that's all made of aluminum, and they put a jet ski motor in it. But those things are like indestructible. Like you can run them like in just over rocks and shit, as long as there's a little bit of water.
Yeah, so that's kind of like
the plan for it.
Yeah,
okay.
Knuckle. So what I like to do for fun is pretty much anything that's like white knuckle type stuff, So
yeah, you do crash cars.
Yeah, we race trash car. There's a race this Saturday. And
I guess for the people that don't know, a trash car is it's a junk car basically that you don't give a shit it being totaled out.
Yeah.
and they require you to have a cage on it, like or something.
So it's 4 or 6 cylinder, front wheel drive only, and you have to weld. You have to remove all the glass and plastic, and you have to weld a door plate and bars and a roll cage, and obviously you got to have a seatbelt and stuff, and you got to have certain safety items. But then you race around an oval that's all wet mud at the fairgrounds, kind of like NASCAR mixed with demolition derby. And so
Whoa.
you're encouraged to like bash people off the track and run them up and over the berm and out of bounds. And so it's kind of like, what is that show called? Death Race.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
It's kind of like Death Race, but without weapons. And so it's the funnest thing ever. And I'm real good at it. This year I've gotten third, or I've gotten second and third. I think. Or no, I got, I don't know, but I placed podium finishes in the first main event for the 4-cylinder class. So I'm one of 3. Like there's like 30 something plus cars, and I'm always in
That's great.
1, 2, or 3 spots. So I'm real good.
You can soup up the cars like to make them quicker, or is there like regulations with that? Or?
No, it's got to be stock. So if it was stock turboed, you can have stock turbo, but turbo really don't do nothing when the wheels are spinning. Unless you can get it, you can get it right in the right power band when the track starts to dry out and get some advantage. But you really don't need all that. We've proven that kind of when people run them and they don't do real good. But it's a lot of strategy and when to let off, and things come up out of nowhere and people are stuck in front of you and you have to go around them and you have to let off at the right time because you're sliding, and just really.
I imagine the people that just spin out and they're just stuck on the track.
Well,
right?
sometimes you spin them out and then somebody spins them out right in front of you and they're facing you and you're coming at them at like 30 miles an hour and you got to kind of like duck off the gas and turn the wheel and then romp on the gas so that it starts hooking a little bit different direction of your slide. Yeah. It's crazy, but
that sounds insane.
Yeah, I got it down to it's like normal.
This is science for you. You got it.
When I'm out there, I've done it for, this is our 9th year.
Oh wow!
And so when I was the one that started as with our family, and now my dad and my wife also do it with me. And so we take 3 cars every time up to the track and get down. But yeah, so I mean,
that sounds so fun. I didn't even know this thing like this existed.
That's kind of like a job for me anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
But I've been doing it for so long, I'm like committed, and I have to have my cars ready. And
so after each event, do you repair the car? Do you total it? Like, what do you do?
A lot of the times, right now, my car's in need of some repairs, and my wheels are going opposite directions and stuff, and so you got to take the bars and like bend them back and weld sleeves over them or something.
You try to put the least amount of money into these things, right?
But I probably spend the most amount out there just because I'm the most committed to it, and I want to make sure I'm up there in the standings and stuff. So a lot of our cars are in a lot better shape than most of them.
That's cool.
But that kind of also, I put my business name out there for advertising on all of them and stuff. So I don't want my business looking like we can't take care of our cars. So we run our cars for a lot of years and they do real well. Definitely every car that we've put out there is a contender. My best friend, he used to race with me, but this year he took it off to take care of some personal stuff. But hopefully he gets back into it too. But yeah, we're out there in the Proteges. My wife's got a Mazda Protege, that one that Edgar was talking about earlier today.
Oh wow!
The original one.
But we took turbo off and put it in. But I got in an accident in it, so it was totaled. And then we just decided to turn it into a trash car. So yeah, and then my best friend had a Protege 5, and then I have a Protege 5. So we all have Mazda Protege 2.0, and they're just really good handling cars. People use them for autocross and stuff, and they're just like a family sedan, right? But they're just so well built as far as handling goes. People do that. Nice. So they're perfect cars for a trash car. So yeah, we are all proteged out there.
Okay.
We got 3 of them sometimes.
Representing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Well, yeah, that's definitely some hobbies you like doing.
That's...
Seems like you said like white knuckle.
Oh, yeah, we got way too much. We got a Can-Am. We go to the dunes.
Oh, that's so
We got a
cool.
450 motorcycle and
Nice.
different things.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested to know how that whole jet ski thing goes. Cause
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, stay tuned on the Facebook because I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
what-
live when I
okay.
go out on the river.
Yeah. So Don's Garage on Facebook,
Don's Garage, Utah,
Utah. Okay.
on Facebook.
I think we'll see a from Ogden once you get on that river. Someone's gonna post you. There's a dude on this canal on this jet ski just flying.
Dude, the lower Reaper's where it's at. Right now, it's a little mossy and swampy because like there is no flow from they're redirecting all of the lake coming out of Pineview over
Yeah.
to Willard. So like there's no flow in the lower Weber right now. So it wouldn't be that nice to hit. But certain times of the year, I could probably go all the way out to the Great Salt Lake. I don't know. I'm going to find out. But
No, this
that-
sounds so
You're
interesting.
gonna have to
Yeah.
get yourself some meta glasses and just
Yes, something.
I was looking into those. I definitely was.
because you record a lot of stuff, so you
Yeah.
can quickly just be like, "Hey, meta, record," and
Yeah.
then just do your thing, whether it's working on cars or
That's so
because
cool.
you post everything. So
Yeah. What actually got you into posting at first?
Oh, I'm not sure.
You're just like, let me just film and post.
I think it's more
like evidence.
like I wanted
to
to show
show-
people that I know what I'm doing. And
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
How are they going to see what you're doing unless you show them a little behind the scenes?
Okay.
And also to show people that maybe they shouldn't do. Like this is a little bit.
Oh, that's a
If
little
you
too
need
much.
this done, give me a call.
Yeah,
'Cause
I got it.
this takes skill. Like you probably shouldn't be doing this on your own or whatever. Yeah, and it's really all in their head though. Anybody could do anything if they really put their mind to it. But
Yeah. Do you have the time to invest? And you
Yeah.
have all these years versus me just starting off. So why not call you?
Yeah, well, someone like you probably don't even want to touch
No,
that
hell
shit.
no. I'm calling down.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. No, that's actually so crazy. So you've been doing this for a minute, but I think Edgar showed me one of your videos once, and you inject like a lot of your personality in there. It's not just, today we're just working on, it's like you show like embrace yourself. So I feel like maybe, I don't know, like kind of almost a little natural to it.
Yeah, like I said, I think I was born to be who I'm becoming. So
That's so cool.
You're posting videos on TikTok.
no, I do have an Instagram link because you have to. On Facebook, I think it automatically creates
one.
a Insta or something.
Okay. So when you share on Facebook, does it get sent to the Instagram one? Or
I've heard people tell me, and when we lost our Facebook, we could still see the videos that
On
I made
Instagram?
on Instagram.
What the hell?
It was kind of weird, but yeah.
Uh,
But we got our Facebook back for the other one. We got all of our videos back, and it goes well back into like over 12 plus years where I was starting to make live videos of repairs and progress vids of the shop. And
that is different too, actually, than I'm realizing. Because most people, even like Edgar, he'll take photos of his cars and stuff that he's finished, but he doesn't go live. I don't think I've actually ever went live, but I don't really have a reason to. But you sort of decided, hey, this is what I'm doing right now.
yeah, what I noticed is everybody thinks the mechanics are thieves. Everybody. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. They all think that they're out to get you. Well, I wanted to try to diminish that, get that out of everybody's mind because I don't do that.
Well, some
I-
are.
I put my name on everything I do, and I stand behind everything that I do. If you've got a problem with my work, you come see me and I'll take care of it, And so when I started showing people the process, to me, it felt like more easy to charge them because I'm like, look, this is what it takes. I'm in here in this timing cover. We're working on your timing, like something they only do at the dealer, but we're doing it here at Don's, and here's what you got to do. And so I'm showing them, breaking them down. And we had to order this kit, but now we had to wait a couple of days. Sometimes I would even make videos for explanations to certain customers. And I think maybe that's where some of it started. The live videos were more to kind of show each customer, and then just whoever's seen just happened to see. But yeah, a lot of people, they started finding that I did work on Facebook. So then I would just make lives for them.
Oh,
while I
wow.
was working on their vehicles. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Just specifically for them, they're like, hey, I'm going to be
Yeah.
working on it. I'm going to go live for you. So you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah. A
Damn.
lot of them actually ask for it. Make sure you throw up a live or whatever.
Oh, that's insane. So they're actually
Yeah.
requesting this from you
They want me
to go on live.
they like to see it. And I've gotten reviews before too that are like, he showed, and a lot of people when they're referring me, they're like, and he'll send you videos, you know?
So it's like something more valuable you add.
Yeah. A lot of major places, like the dealers are all using like TechMetric program and stuff in where you can send videos to the customer so then they're not thinking you're just coming up with crap. Like, hey, your low control arm bushings are ripped
Let me show you.
and they need replaced. Here's a video attached, you know. And with me, you can look at almost any car and find other stuff that they don't even know about. So
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah, here we're working on this. And also, Norma, I wanted you to know this is working on this and I seen this. Let me know if you want to get that lined up later down the road or whatever. You know?
Okay.
But yeah, the videos have kind of evolved to where I feel really comfortable making videos.
Mm-hmm.
And unedited.
Yeah, just raw.
Unedited. And I don't even curse that much anymore. Like here and there, I'll slip up and say something, but I'm not to where I have to shut off the video and go erase it and start again.
You're like, I'm not trying to get bad.
I've had to do that. And some people were watching live.
You're like, where the hell he go?
The video's down now. He must not have liked it. But yeah, that is one thing. When I get more time, I'm going to focus my attention to. I really want to learn how to edit videos and stuff. I used to watch a lot of YouTube when I had time. I don't hardly anymore, but like Zip Ties and Bias Plies. I don't know if you guys ever watched that YouTube channel, but he's this like hick from Canada. And he just rails on these Ford trucks and tries blowing them up and starting them with ether and all this crap. And he edits them and then he puts in little clips of funny stuff. And it's just so hilarious to me. And I have these like things pop up in ideas, but I can't make it work unless I had a way to like editing software and blah blah blah. But
it takes time. I mean, I've always had the same want too, where I want to do YouTube, but it's time consuming. Not only just getting the content and making it, that's the easy part, but the editing part and putting it out is
stay consistent.
I have no feeling like that, but when I sat down before and tried to edit on CapCut and stuff and I've tried a few different things and I was like, no, I'm not happy with that. No, I'm not happy with that. But I'll make it live and then I go review it and I'm like, damn, that was pretty damn good. It's like natural, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's
some of them, you can sense a little bit of unprofessionalism. But I think a lot of the people know that nobody's perfect and they actually kind of like seeing that.
Yeah, it's raw. It's you.
It's like, yeah, man, it's, you know.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
No, that's so cool. Yeah, I'm going to have to be on Facebook now more and be on your page.
Yeah, check it out. I'm going to be... We've got a lot of stuff in the works.
Dope.
Right now, we're working on some major developments. I'm talking huge. So,
okay.
Stay tuned for that. The jet ski's just a little...
Oh, that's a sneak peek?
That's just a little side project.
That's a side quest.
Little fun thing to take up some time, but...
No, that's so cool. So are you going to be recording the event on, you said it was Saturday?
Sometimes I make lives.
Probably hard.
A lot of the times the anxiety is too high during
the race.
That'd be something cool for meta classes. Like
that'd be exciting. Like, oh, shit.
So maybe I will try to work on a way to do it. I've got some extra funds. I've done quite a bit of work. I've been kind of scared a little bit of the future, so I've just been pushing even harder than normal. I'm talking like some crazy stuff. You see the schedule? It's like I every day have something after work. So like when somebody calls and they want something done immediately, I'm like, I can take you to lunch. I can probably come sneak over at lunch and see if you're close enough or whatever, or you're going to have to wait till next week or 2 weeks from now. So yeah, it's just getting out of control. But I'll try to find I don't think those meta glasses would work for
live
trash car.
Oh,
They get too muddy.
Well, I got to wear a helmet, and then the helmet kind of shifts. We do wear
It just spins on you.
we do wear glasses, like goggles,
okay.
so then we can have these pull offs and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Usually when I record lives, it's from the stands, and I'm like recording my wife or my dad.
I get you.
But stay tuned anyways, because I on Facebook I do lives about like what we got to do to get ready and what it takes to get there. And gosh, some people, like lately I've been showing them like we have this truck that's barely holding on. It's leaking coolant out of the external head gaskets, so like and we're still trying to tow 3 cars up to Tremont with it and stuff.
Dang.
So when I hit the hill, I get on live and I'm like, hey man, we are about to 240 degrees. Oh, are we gonna make it? You know? I did that last time. I probably won't do that again, but yeah. So like if something happens or a tire blows or something,
Hey, we're on the side of the road.
Hey, we're live out here.
Damn.
You know,
okay.
Whatever. I don't know. I like showing people what's going down so that they don't think that if you just show them only the good and not only the cake work, and then they're just going to like, I feel like they would like judge you by it. Like, hey, you guys got an easy job. Like, you don't have to even really work for that money. He's making $155 for an hour, and it's that easy or whatever. So I like to throw in some of the stuff that I run into where I'm like, yeah, look, we're doing this for the 3rd time, and it's not my fault because AutoZone give us some bunk parts, and the customer can't afford the dealer ones. And,
Damn.
you know, and I just show people the realism about
It makes them think twice next time when they want to buy an AutoZone part versus spending the extra money.
Behind the scenes.
That too. A little bit of education for some of the customers, because when they see the bill and they're like, Honda wants $300 for that, and I can get one from Amazon for $70, and I'm like,
good luck.
Okay, you know. And I'm usually pretty successful at talking them out of it, because I tell them, well, in the past, let me tell you what's happened. And then they're like, oh yeah, no, I don't want that. I don't want to waste $70 to just have to spend the money. And I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Let's just get the OEM. So,
wow. Yeah, I feel like with automotive stuff, I feel like there'll always be a spot for that in the industry. Like, it's never going to go away. It seems like you're in a spot where you're always going to be a necessity, like for people. Because I mean, cars eventually they break down. Nothing's perfect. I mean, even brand new cars to this day, I mean, they barely have a couple thousand miles on them, and there's something going on. Obviously, most of them are under warranty, but I feel like you're in an industry for sure that will be, as long as you want to work, there'll be work for you there. So
yeah.
Some of it you might not all want to do, but
yeah. No, I've tried not to say no, but certain things I know better than to take on.
Yeah.
From past experience. And I've really got to focus on money, because I'm working on some huge things and I need money for them.
Yeah.
Like big money. So like
retail.
getting into a commercial location, I mean, how much is that going to cost? Yeah. Oh, maybe $1 million, maybe more. I don't know. But yeah, definitely got to keep it on. So
yeah.
Awesome.
Well, cool. Is that a good spot to put an end to this? So, I think that's it. You have any other questions? Anything else that comes up? Maybe do you want to plug in your...
Yes, plug in your stuff again. So it's on Facebook. You said it was Don's Garage, Utah. So on Facebook, go follow him, hit him up. And then on Google, I think you just Don's Garage, right?
Don's Garage and Mobile Service.
Mobile Service. Okay. Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So definitely hit him up. Give him a like. Join the lives. Do you read the comments when people?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I even see who reacts and stuff. I enjoy it.
I bet.
Pretty cool.
Another aspect of the job.
Yeah, I got one of the most famous shop owners around following my page and liking my content and stuff. So
That's so cool.
stuff like that is kind of like, you know, it kind of helps you.
Inspires you a little bit.
Yeah,
Like, damn, if this
yeah.
guy's watching my stuff,
This
like,
guy's working 15 or, you know, this guy's working 10 plus guys and he's admiring my stuff and, you know, it's trying to inspire me or encourage me to keep going. It's just by throwing a little thumb up on my thing or whatever, you know.
I bet that feels good.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
I feel it all. So
Awesome.
yeah, give my page a like and a
100%.
follow and come out to the race this weekend. You going to have this up?
No, unfortunately, no. Oh, wait, it goes
he's
up
gonna-
Sunday. I mean,
Okay.
not Sunday. We edit it Sunday and it goes up for Monday.
Well,
so
on my Facebook page is somewhere there will be some information
for upcoming events.
for upcoming events. There's 3 more races of the year. And if you haven't been to a trash car race, I encourage you to go out, check it out. There's some other racers too that have, there's even one that has a YouTube channel called Lefty's Fabrication YouTube channel. And he's a lot better at it than I am. We'll say that. But anyway, yeah, follow my page and see if you can make it out to the event and check it out. And thanks for having me again.
Oh, thank
Of course,
you.
no.
I was
Yeah,
kind of-
taking some time out of your day to come to
Yeah,
this.
no problem. I think that's a good thing. Maybe somebody will get something out of it.
100%.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
I did. So
Yeah,
thanks for
no,
having me.
likewise. Well, appreciate you. Now we'll know you kill it. So yeah, you got this. We're rooting for you, and we'll be here. You know, if you ever want to chop it up again.
Yeah, maybe
cool.
we'll set it up here in a little while. Maybe couple months, maybe a year or something. We'll sit down again.
For
All
sure,
right.
for
Well,
sure.
appreciate you, Don.
All right.
See
We'll catch you
everybody.
guys on-
Yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.